Dear students, our new topic is indirect or inverse variation. In the last video, I explained direct variation. So now have a look upon indirect or inverse variation. Okay. In some cases, two quantities are related in such a way that one quantity will increase, the other quantity will decrease. Then the quantities are called in the indirect variation. For example, so many examples we can give for this topic, for this inverse variation. Just like if 5 persons can complete a work in 8 days, now we need to complete the same work in 5 days, then how many workers will be required? If we need to complete the work in lesser days, that means the number of days are reduced, then we need more workers. Okay, so if number of days are reduced, we need more workers. So this is the case of indirect variation. Okay, one man can complete a work in 20 days. If two men will work, then they will finish in 10 days. Okay, the men's are increased, the days are reduced. Hence, men's increases, number of days reduced. One more example, Sanjay travels to his office on his motorbike. Okay, he is traveling by motorbike. If he will increase his speed, he will take lesser amount of time. Lesser time he will take. If he is going with 15 km per hour, he take 120 minutes, 30 km per hour, then 60 minutes, 45 km per hour, then 40 minutes, like that. If he increase the speed, he will take less amount of time. So if speed is increasing, time is reducing. Okay, if time will increase, then speed will reduce. Okay, if time will increase, then speed will reduce. If time will decrease, then speed will increase. So these kind of proportions are indirect proportion or indirect variation. Okay, when one quantity is increasing, other quantity will decrease. Okay, so these are the cases of indirect variation. So whenever two quantities are in indirect variation, the product of two quantities remains constant. That is, x1 multiplied by 1 will be equals to x2 multiplied by 2. x1 multiplied by 1 equals to x2 multiplied by 2. Okay, so that is the formula for indirect variation. And the direct variation, it was x1 upon y1 equals to x2 upon y2. If it is indirect variation, then it will be x1 multiplied y1 equals to x2 multiplied y2. Understood? So variation where increase in one quantity causes a decrease in other quantity. If one quantity is increasing, then other quantity will be decreased, or vice versa. Vice versa means if one quantity is decreasing, then other quantity will increase. Then it is called inverse variation or inverse proportion. If the product of two quantities remain constant, in this case the product of two quantities will remain constant. That is, x1 multiplied y1 is equals to x2 multiplied by 2. Similarly, it will be equal to x3 multiplied by 3 also. Okay, so now look upon example number 4. State whether x and y vary directly or inversely. We need to state that here x and y varies directly or inversely. So we will check 1 multiply 100, 100, 2 multiply 50, 100, 4 multiply 25, 100, 5 multiply 20, 100. Here the product of x1 multiply y1 is equals to x2 multiply y2 is equals to x3 multiply y3. So product are constant. So we can see the x and y here varies inversely. If product is not same, then we will check if x1 upon y1 is equals to x2 upon y2 or not. If it is, then it will be direct variation. But in this case, here x1 multiply y1 is equals to x2 multiply y2 equals to x3 multiply y3 is equals to x4 multiply y4. So this is indirect variation. So now look upon next example. Here if x and y vary inversely, find the missing numbers. We need to find the missing number if x and y varies inversely. Okay, so inverse variation is there. So table given is 15, 3, 30, then y2, then x3 and 6. So in the case of inverse variation, we know that x1 multiply y1 is equals to x2 multiply y2. So 15 multiply 3 will be equal to 30 multiply y2, and here we need to find the value of y2. So this 30 will be transferred into the divide. This is in multiply, will go into the divide. So it will be 45 upon 30. So answer will be 1.5. So value of y2 will be 1.5. Similarly, x1 multiply y1 is equals to x3 multiply y3. Again we will write this x1 multiply y1 equals to x3 multiply y3, because in the case of inverse variation the product of two quantities always remain same. Okay, so x1 multiply y1 equals to x3 multiply y3 it will be. So 15 multiply 3 equals to x3 multiply 6. Similarly we can find the value of x3. Okay, so 45 upon 6, that will be 7.5. Okay, now look upon some word problems related to this topic. It takes 9 hours for 3 workers to complete a piece of work. 9 hours for 3 workers. 3 workers can finish a work in 9 hours. If same work has to be completed in 3 hours, then how many workers will be needed? So first of all, try to recognize that this is a direct proportion or indirect proportion. Here the number of hours are reduced. We need to complete the work in 3 hours only. So we will need more workers. That means the workers will be increased. So this is the case of inverse variation. This is the case of inverse variation. Rest of all things are same as direct variation. First of all, we will write the table. We will draw a table and write all the values in the table. The two quantities given here are number of workers and time. If the number of workers are 3, then time taken equals to 9 hours. Now if the time is 3 hours, then number of workers I don't know, so I written x there. Okay, so now I already knows that this is the case of inverse variation. Why inverse variation? Because the time is reduced. The time is reduced, so we need more worker. One quantity is decreased, then other quantity will be increased. So this is inverse variation. So we will apply the formula of inverse variation and then solve. Okay, put the value of x1, y1, x2, y2, then solve that. I have done in the last example also. After drawing the table, it is very easy. Okay, so try to draw the table properly. Then example number 7. A camp had 40 soldiers and food to last for about 33 days. In a camp there were 40 soldiers and the food can last for 33 days. Now if 15 more soldiers join, then how many days will the food last? Now if the members are more, soldiers are more, then food will last for the lesser days. Just suppose there were 40 soldiers. Just suppose in your home you have 5 members, and 5 members your food can last for 30 days. But now your members are increased. Some guests are there, so members are increased. 3 more members joined. So now total members are 8. So the food will last for the lesser number of days. Okay, so similar question is that 40 soldiers, food last for 33 days. So 40 soldiers, days equal to 33. Now 15 more soldiers joins. Don't write 15 only, 15 more joined. That means 40 plus 15, that will be 55. Now the total soldiers are 55 because 40 were already there and 15 more joined. Then 55. If the number of soldiers are increased, number of days will be reduced. Okay, so we will apply here also indirect variation. Some more questions and exercise related to the topic I will explain in the next video. Okay, if you have doubt you can ask me by message. Thank you.